All right, so all we're going to do is we're just going to come here. We're going to try and use the whole function. All right, so we'll just create a sketch instead since it is asking us for a sketch. So what we'll do to get this geometry here is we'll hide this part. So let's find, I think I have that as part 3. And I'm going to come on the back side and start on this face with a sketch. And we'll just put the features that we have here. So we'll put our center circle, and we'll put these 2 circles here. It's nice because it finds the circles automatically. So we finish that up. We can do extrude, and we can select these 3 geometries and turn part 3 back on and go to remove. So we want to have it go the other way, so we'll flip it. You can see that it's going to remove that section there. Or not. See what happened there. All right, so I think I know what the problem is. So what we're going to do is right now we're going to go new. And we're going to make sure that this body here, I think what's happening is this part right here is slightly into this part. So it's trying to remove, it can't go through a plane and do what we're trying to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to come from the back. So we still have this geometry here. So we're going to just hit this, make sure it's new and not add. And then we'll just come back here and we'll do another extrude command from here. And we'll go and we'll just bring this back through here. That's still not working. So I'm going to try moving this. It might just be a little too close. Okay, so now we got everything to show up. And we'll bring that part back in. Cool. So now that this side is done, who is at this spot right here where we've got the kind of entry point mounted with the holes cut in it? So go in your participants area and respond with yes or no so I can see where everyone's at. All right, if you're stuck on something, let me know and let's try to figure out what's going on. All right, so going back again, you want to hide this part so you can see the face of the entry point. So we'll hide part 3. That might be a different part on yours, but on mine it's part 3. And if I were a lot smarter, I would go back in here and re-edit these names so that they reflect the parts that they are. But I'm going to come here, I'm going to create a sketch on this face right here. And you can see then I'm going to, because it makes it a lot easier, it's going to automatically recognize the edges. So then I just draw the center diameter circle and then these two circles right here. So just use the center diameter circle and you'll find the center points automatically for these circles. And then from there, we go over and we get our extrude command. And we just extrude this main hole and then these two little holes into your part 3 so that we can put a bolt here and a bolt here, and then we can enter the ball right here. All right, so I just went through and renamed everything. If you have time to do that, like I said, if you could please respond to in your participants area, yes or no, if you're at this same spot as I am, where you have the holes extruded and this placed correctly. And if you're not, then can you message me why, so I can kind of help you out and figure out what's going on. All right, so how I would go about this is, let's see, move this. So I'm going to hide this part and I'm going to create a sketch on this surface right here. From there, I'm going to make a circle out to there. I'm gonna make a center circle here. And I'm gonna make a center circle here. We'll save that sketch. And then from there, I'm just going to click extrude. I'm gonna select that, that, and that. I'm gonna make sure that my thing is on. I'm gonna make sure I hit remove, and it's going to remove those, this part right here. All right, so we're gonna move on now. We're gonna do the legs. So looking here at an example here, this height from here to here is 14 inches. That means that if from the floor to the top here is 36, that this height from here to here is going to be what, 22? So I don't want to do this angle here. I'm going to have it so that it goes just straight up right here. And this is end up on the bottom of the table height. So looking at the table height, I think that we factored in that from the top here, or from the center of this rod down, it was like, I think 4 inches or 3.5, I think. I'll pull that one back up. Actually, no, I think it has to be based on our spacing of these holes, which we'll measure them. Yeah, so center distance is 6 inches. So that means that the guys are going to be 2.75, I think we did. So that'll mean that there's a ½ inch in between the guys when they come together. All right, so if that's 2.75, that means that the table depth is going to be 3 inches from the center here. So let's go and let's make that plane right now. So we got to do just a little bit of math to figure that out. So we're going to go back and we're going to measure to the top here. If we can get measurement, good. Might just go back to sketch 1 and oh, it's not in sketch 1. Okay, we'll just sketch on this plane real quick just to kind of get some measurements. So I'll just do a circle, doesn't really matter. And we'll do a line going across. And then we can just use smart dimension. So that's 1.5 inches. All right, so doing some basic math, we have 1.5 on the top and we've got 3 on the bottom, so that's going to be 4.5. So we're just going to take our plane tool and we're going to select this top edge here. Like that. And we're going to offset it by 4.5. There we go. Away. And this is the plane that our feet are going to, actually, probably going to use 1/4 inch for the bottom. So this should be 4.75. All right, so this plane right here is where our feet need to go up to, our legs at least, sorry. So we're gonna wanna have some leveling feet on there. So how we're gonna design this, we're gonna go in the top view. We're going to create a sketch. We're gonna do the sketch in the top plane. And we're just gonna do a basic tube for now. So first we need to come in here and dimension it. So I think we're gonna use 3-inch tubing. and make sure that these are equally constrained. I'm going to put a small fillet on here. It's going to be a 1/16 of an inch, 0.0625. And we'll do these ones as well. Then we'll come in and we'll do offset. We'll offset all this. And we're going to do that amount by 0.0625. Okay, so just make sure that directionally it's going inwards. And then we're going to take this and we're going to extrude it. And we're going to extrude it. Since we need 22 inches, we also know that we're going to have some feet so that we can level everything. We're going to just make it 20 inches. All right, so let me know when you have a tube like so. I'm going to clear all, so just check yes when you are here, when you've made your tube. So it's 3x3 0625 wall with that's 20 inches long. So there's the sketch for reference. All right, so now that that's made, we're gonna go on the bottom view. And we're going to sketch on the bottom face. And we're just going to put a corner rectangle piece on the inside, like so. Then we're going to take two lines and go from the diagonals. So that we can get a center for our circle. And we're going to put a 3/4 inch circle there. I'm going to come and make these two lines, oops, construction lines. And now I can kind of select this sketch here that we made. Oh, shoot. Go edit that. That I accidentally made the circle. Oh no. There we go. So we don't want that to be an inch. We want this to be probably 3/4 or a 1/4 of an inch. So go 0.5. And we're just going to weld this guy in here. And this is, we're gonna put a nut on the back of this so that we can put a foot in the bottom that is adjustable so we can level out the table on any surface. So we'll go new and make that a new part and check our box. So there you can see it pictured. So what we'll end up doing is we're going to grind and do a single bevel. We'll bevel the inside plate, and then we'll put a weld around here, do an edge weld, and then we'll grind that flush to retain this part. We don't need to model the bevel because we'll be doing that. We're not doing that on a machine. The machine will cut out the square, and then we'll just hand bevel it from there. So this is what it should look like when we're all done. So I'm just going to move this to the top of the plane. And to secure this, we'll probably do a series of small stitch welds. So we'll do some fillet welds along the edge here. So the other thing is we don't want to put this right on the edge because we need to have a cover plate. And that's going to be about 1/4 of an inch. And I got to make sure I didn't grab the bottom foot. So let's go back and make sure I select that. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my mirror. I'm going to select this part and we're going to select part 20 as well. And we're going to mirror it on the right plane. So I'll select the right plane. And now I've got it on the other side as well. And this is starting to come together. All right, so this is the point that you need to be. I do have this live streaming on YouTube, so you can rewatch this segment if you missed anything. Does anyone have any questions that I can answer right now? All right, if you guys don't have anything else, then I'll see you later.
Thank you, Shorts. Have a good one.
All right, see it off.
Sure.
Ruben, were you able to get that to mirror on the right plane?
I'm trying to click on the right plane right now, but
So it's all. I find it's easier just to go in the menu and just click on right plane instead of in the design field. So if you scroll all the way to the top, you can just click on right under the default geometry tab.
oh, okay.
It's a lot easier to do.
Oh yeah, it worked.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Ryan, we're able to get to this step.